I was born white instead of black. But Caucasians still talk shit behind my back. Would I jack, pack a pistol, or ever sell crack? Attack an enemy, or walk laps around the If one time cut me extra slack, would I still blow my dough or be disciplined and stack? I wonder, what type of roof would I live under? My moms and pops together or my family asunder? Most likely, be close to the ones that's most like me. Spiky flat tops that dislike Spike Lee. The fact of the matter, the blacker the batter. The fatter the penis with that yak in the bladder. Would I be humble or still wild and ready to rumble? Crumble chronic and guzzle yak till I stumble. If an if was a fifth, I could knock it down swift. And that ain't an if or a myth, but what if, what if? What if Pops would've never copped that house for sale, and instead bought one with a Damu's dwell? I can tell, I just know myself too well. I be still banged out, giving keyways hell. When I fail with the big homies coming post bail, and Michelle, will she still be in the Norvale or my mail? Would I still prevail in them shootouts and love to smell the discharged shells? I bet I'd still be a ride on the set. Squabbing, can't stand to see the homies on the wet. Whacked out, looped up so much he black out. Would I ride in a county jail ride or track out? Hit the blood module or walk the main line? Claim mine with tattoos, throwing up gang signs. What if Pac would've never fell in love with a Glock? Would we still had these thugs that bang from no block? What if? What if Eve would've never been deceived? Would we still rob and kill, fornicate and thieve? I believe it'd be perfect with no purpose to grieve. Some say that I'm a dreamer and a little bit naive. What if I didn't have such a gorgeous gift? Would I have to lift boxes on the graveyard shift? Would the war be so wicked with war? Would niggas get to hang that couldn't kick it before? Would Bin Laden had a been rotten? Still hot and plotting, Armageddon on this modern day sodden? Not in a million years could we predict the pleasure if a man didn't think with his dick. Perhaps we'd be living in a world without straps, claps and kidnaps, no gangster raps. And that's the only thing that make me think twice about if being switched, cause I do it so nice. What if? Nigga don't control none of this shit. It's what if though. Took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient the Father must be, cause I'm a G. You see, he's still working on me. Our Father, which art the Most High. Your son done had a few drinks and I'm so high. You watch the sparrows, I know you keep a close eye on your children, you always been close by. Beside the lust, I got so much pride. I'm filthy inside, you let so much slide. Hey, you hold me down in the coldest situations, and this song is just to show appreciation. Don't deserve to be alive the way I drive. I grind 9 to 5 and don't pay my tithe. And I don't go to church on the Sabbath, but I promise I'ma try to work on them habits.
Lord, I wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my
Spirit speaking to me saying stop your stressing. Don't you know when you complain you only block your blessings? But every day I try to do a good deed, feed my family despite what the hood need. I'm an Israelite, moms had the faith of Hannah. Walked the wilderness, I done ate some manna. Led by the fire at night, though it's dark. Been locked away with all animals like Noah's Ark. I feel no fear when I battle on the field, for real. My father owned all the cattle on the hill. I need a change, but I doubt it's gonna come if you don't make it happen for your prodigal son, Lord. I confess, it's only one Lord, but look at all the dirty deeds that I done, Lord. Truly wanna give you my heart, but where to start? Show me how to do my part.
Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part. Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part.
I remember walking the block with no hope, walking with a pocket of dope in the cutthroat. I'm knowing I couldn't survive without you. Even though I'm by myself, I'm not alone. Walking out the liquor store, trying to make a nickel grow. I ain't even trying to hide my sins because I did it, yo. I was the worst one cause I'm knowing about the scriptures. I fit the description, I'm all up in the picture. They that trying to help you, I'm the one that's trying to get you. When I go to church, I'll tell the truth, I think I missed her. Fact that my daddy's reaching for me. Lord, I know you wanna speak to me. I'ma open up my mind, I'ma take a chance. Cause when it comes to you, it's love at first glance. I'm knowing everything gon' be alright. Please forgive me tonight.
Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part. Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
Good days, and there was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many, many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. Look around and see what you've done for me. I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain, no way.
what's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. My uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night. Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Neighborhood, C-Mac, shout out my low, Spotter Low, cuz. Neighborhood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's
it's
mom.
The homie Cook Up Boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing it.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit up Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts
press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistaking the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Baymaacbiz, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, bang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. This show is a blessing to be back in the black. It's a beautiful day, that's on neighbor. You know the rest. What's happening to the Google gang? I know it's been a minute since we got to get in it, but just know we ain't never reached the finish till the marathon is done. It done turned into a relay. Threw me the baton. Say thanks to my Keyway, neighborhood nip the crip. We got a special guest on deck. Waiting to call in. Very special to me. Y'all see the title. Before that, let's get to this little word of the DNA and all that, though. Oh, my mama, though. This word of the day reminds me of a word we've gotten quite familiar with recently. I'm pretty sure y'all could figure out what word I'm referring to. Starts with a P, but this one is endemic. Endemic means growing or existing in a certain place or region. It can also mean common in a particular area or field. Our children were excited to finally see wild giant pandas endemic to just 3 provinces in South Central China during our family vacation. Although he discovered that low wages were endemic to his line of work, he continued to pursue his passion. Some things are endemic that you cannot avoid. I am tempted to believe that endemic is the root word for pandemic based on the definition. With no further ado, like I said, we got a special caller online.
Special is the way I would describe this lady because, for one, if you are a regular here in the Black Box on the Wake and Bake Show with SPI and the Google Gang, you'll know through putting energy out into the universe, I willed myself toward her and her journey and her movement based on, first and foremost, an energetic connection to her stance she was taking years ago on the internet. Just randomly being aware of her, being at work or wherever where I used to consume random content, she began to go viral a few years ago, and something about what she was expressing resonated with me. Although the majority of the attention she was receiving wouldn't be considered popular or positive to the average viewer. And there was a lot of bold statements she made that will cause you to put her in a category of maybe just somebody that's just opening their mouth for the purpose of shock, period. And some people would describe it even worse than that. So not having any other reason to actually appreciate what she was doing other than the splash it was making, I just was fully aware of her, and that was something that was in the back of my mind, back of my spirit. And then from the time she was introduced to me and my peers on the internet, she kind of went away for a while. And then more recently, in the recent months, she came back and she was making similar splashes, being viral with the same energy, adding more info and incidents to her testimony, and caught my attention again. And regardless of the shocking things you heard that were hard to believe, a lot of what was said came with a passion and from a place of experience that I just resonated with her even more deep than I did the first time. And then just fast forwarding it to very recently, she was going on what Locke consider a rant, a speech, a spiel. She was going live and she was speaking on a certain artist that was worldwide, world known, Brian McKnight. And I'm very familiar with a lot of what he went through growing up into his youth, into his stardom, based on a certain denomination of religion that I was raised under. That is, to me, in my perception, is pretty like rare. It's very unique. Just everybody consider the Lord's Day Sunday. Everybody say if you're gonna go to church, they go on Sunday. The most different thing from us, we worship on Saturday. I grew up that fashion, and there's very few people I encounter typically that grew up that way. So I always utilize that without trying to, as a sense of connection to strangers. If I meet them and we have that in common, I can always use that as a point of a reference that I know they're familiar with some things that are not that common that I'm familiar with. And I always utilize that as a somewhat of a guide throughout life. In the industry, the majority of the people that I was aware of that were raised in the fashion I was, when I do approach them first and foremost with that information, they seem to shy away. Brian McKnight was one. I met him at one time at Baggage Claim, and I took the opportunity to let him know I attended Oakwood and such nature, and it happened to be on Saturday, which we considered a Sabbath, and he didn't really indulge into that conversation much. And Busta Rhymes was another person. However, one day Jaguar Wright was doing a live, and she was discussing Brian McKnight in particular, and something in my soul and my spirit just was reminding me of my upbringing because of Brian McKnight. I know he went through a lot of what I went through, and somehow as she was discussing him and she had said nothing about how he was raised, the way he was raised and the way I was raised was heavy on my spirit while she was speaking, and I was anticipating, wondering if perhaps she was going to mention that, which it was very far-fetched because I've seen her do hours and hours of content on the internet dealing with artists, and this part of life has never come up. So it was just me having a personal experience, just feeling that was going to be part of her conversation, and lo and behold, out of nowhere, she mentioned that he was raised in that fashion, such as she. And because of that experience, I reached out throughout the universe to make a connection with her, and she's been on our show before, and she's so viral, I don't utilize the personal connection that I have made behind the scenes to keep up with the type of content we would like to create here. We would like to continue getting big numbers and trying to keep going. But I have made a connection with her behind the scenes that is so rich and so real that I don't attempt to exploit it. And she recently went through something that would be considered extreme. I viewed it from the outside looking in. And just to give you some perspective on what she went through, I don't know if you all saw it. It's footage available. I won't describe it in any detail whatsoever. But I just watched my sister go through an extreme experience on camera, and there was a lot to take in, a lot to analyze. And if you're just not even going to voice it, if you're going to make a judgment mentally on what you saw, it's easy to put her in a lot of negative categories or view it and put a lot of responsibility on her. You can judge it from whatever fashion that you choose. However, throughout the process of this, she had a husband that was involved who, as what she was going through, she didn't express as an ally through it all. And she became incarcerated and even had to spend some time in another facility against her will for other issues. I'm going to let her fill in the blanks when she actually come on the line. But I just want to give you my perspective up until this point. I didn't know her husband other than a few conversations through her over the telephone as we were building our rapport and our relationship. And I became aware of some of his background. We had some things in common as far as our experience in the streets and our connections to certain other individuals and groups and organizations and institutions. So we had a bond off top just by being introduced one to another. And as she went through what she went through, he was thrust into the spotlight based on, out of there being a trio of people that are basically involved in the immediate incident, he was the one left to kind of explain and fill in the gaps to all the people that were wondering what was going on, which he doesn't take much time to do as far as being a vocal person on her journey. He's basically described by her, represented by her, and he in the cut showing her support. But in this instance, she was kind of viewed, to be honest, the same you see Blueface going through with his baby mama, how his baby mama seems to be somebody that the general public feels like cannot typically control their rage and their emotions for whatever reasons. She was viewed by the majority similar in this incident, and her husband was not even viewed favorable by her throughout this process, and he was left to kind of like everybody asking these questions. And because of our behind the scenes relationship, I kind of tuned in pretty closely to everything that he was asked and all the times he had an opportunity to speak on the subject publicly. And he was asked some real hardball questions, put in some very awkward positions to try to like speak on behalf of everything that took place. And he had the opportunity to either honor or dishonor, represent, not represent. He had an opportunity to attach himself closely or separate himself from a lot of the things his wife was being viewed as. And I was so proud of the way he represented her through it all. Regardless, he put the first and foremost is, this is my queen, and I don't care how it looks, how it sounds. She not here. I don't give a fuck how I'm viewed. I'm riding with her, even when the general public viewed her as being against him. And I'm honored to have the opportunity because she's been not only incarcerated, she's been held away from the public while she was working on her overall health for quite some time. And she's back out, she's fresh out, and she's yet to make a big splash as she's been making normally on the internet. But she's calling in, she's on the line. No further ado. What up, Jack? What's going on, sis? Can you hear me?
What's going on, Spider?
Oh, blessings, abundance. How are you?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Are we dealing with a delay?
Can you hear?
I can hear you. This is what I'm going to do. Hold on.
I can't. I don't know how this is working. I have you on speaker.
Can you hear me in real time, or is it like a delay?
Can you hear me in real time, or is it like... It's a delay.
Okay, so you just heard me on the
We
thing,
can
huh?
only hear you on the screen, cuz.
I'm gonna try to. All right, I'm gonna try to disconnect this and then do it again. Y'all know how it go.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
The energies that are not for what we trying to push are against us at the moment. We're not gonna allow them to win. No panic. We're gonna try to troubleshoot this in real time, real quick, and run that right back. We've been through this before, and sometimes it's an easy fix if we just start the whole situation over again. And that's what I'm going to attempt to do. Don't panic. That's the main thing. I had an uncle from Atlantic Drive on my mama, my Uncle Steve, and all my life, that's all he used to say. Atlantic, don't panic. He used to always remind us, my mama, shout out to Uncle Steve, Stephen King. For those that might be hearing me and wondering who I'm referring to, on my mama. Here we go. We finna try to run this back, y'all. Or you know what? If this don't work, I got another thing. I'm gonna just try to hook the thing up to the letter call direct on the bam. Now see, if that's real time happening, it's like we should hear the caller real time. Correct.
At your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Your show is scheduled to start in 32 seconds.
We're going to let that count down and then let them call back. Hey, look, moderators, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. The Blue Wrench Mob, I'm going to need you to be extra diligent on deleting disrespect in the chat. Especially like stuff like Andre said,
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or if you could try to
Blog Talk Radio.
If y'all could try to call back, they're going to try to call back right now. We got her and her husband waiting to call in. Yeah, because if that's the case, if that's truly a fact, then what is it to joke about? You ain't got to hope about it. If you're going to hope about it, just hope about it. Don't try to troll about it to no guest that's present in the building. That's cowardly. And get out there and beat it then. Nobody give a fuck about you being out. You going to announce your exit like it mattered. That's funny. I don't pay much attention to comments, but you caught me in real time on some goofy shit. We don't give a feeny. Bye, nigga. Oh, bye, mama.
Hello?
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
You still can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Bam, there we go. Welcome to the Black Box 6, man. I'm fresh you up out that bullshit. I kind of explained I kind of explained, if you heard, how you and I personally got to this point, which is not the focal point right now.
Right.
I just want to give you opportunity to catch people up that are aware of what you've been up to and what you just recently went through, and fill in any blanks you choose to. Shout out to Broski, your husband.
Honestly.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's sitting right here.
Much love to my low.
Much love, cuz.
For Def Doe, yep. The floor belongs to the two of you.
You
Go
know
ahead.
what would work really great?
Yes.
Just ask us the questions and we'll answer them honestly.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to avoid.
All right, your volume went down.
Okay, here we go. I saw some video footage, which was quite hard to decipher, but and to give it a quick synopsis, it seems like you were in the midst of some regular, random, coming to try to holler at your husband at a public place without really, having an idea of what was the problem. Y'all was going through some shit, and I saw it go from what could be a potential argument. It went extreme. You were incarcerated.
Oh yeah, no, it was never an argument.
Okay. Why did it? What was it?
It was never an argument. It was an ambush.
In what sense? Please describe the ambush.
My husband ambushed me in Solar.
Solar being whom?
The young man that they said put a spell on me.
Can I be candid with you at the moment?
Absolutely.
The last time you called into the Black Box, you briefly made a comment And we didn't go deep into it, but you said they trying to call me the female nature boy. And then I immediately responded. I said, we not accepting that. And you agreed with it. And that was the end of it. And then the next thing I know, in the midst of all this drama, one of his colleagues' name is, please explain that. That blows my mind.
All right. I'm going to address this Carbon Island situation because we don't call it Carbon Nation no more. Carbon Nation was Nature Boy's thing. Carbon Island are the refugees and the survivors.
The Shepherd's Rods.
And the late. Huh?
The Shepherd's Rods. The offshoot.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So, 2 years ago, I told them if they defected, that I would do whatever I could do to help them secure their lives and give them the ability to create some level of sovereignty so that they can live the lives that they want to live. Like, they went down there for a purpose. They weren't stupid people. They went down there looking to create utopia in this modern day and time. And they still want to do that. They're fucking hippies. I dig hippies. And I think that people should be free to create their own life circles and their own communities.
Now,
and God put a calling on my heart to minister to these young people. Because my job, when it comes to these young people, is to show them the grace and the mercy and the awesomeness of the Jesus Christ that I serve. And I believe at the end of this, they will all convert. I am a missionary first. I think people tend to forget that part about me. I am here to fulfill and to serve the word and the will of God. God put these young people on my heart. And I'm going to see them to the promised land. Or at least I'm going to point them so they can find their own way. And if anybody got a problem with that, including my husband, you can just take that up with God. And that's really all I got to say about that.
Since we are here as a unit, can we allow him to respond to the same conversation and give his perspective?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Go ahead. I would like to hear what you have to say on the same subject matter, bro.
On the same subject matter, you know what I mean? My wife asked me to come to the V, which is the VFW, my club I'm a member of. And I said I wasn't going to come up there because if I seen that nigga, I was going to smash the gas on him because I told him I didn't want him near my wife or by my wife, period, point blank. So I called my wife and told her, hey, I'm not coming to the V. I done walked from the house to the shop. Matter of fact, you want to have a conversation with me, come up here, have a conversation with me at the shop. So they did. Wifey got out, you know, a little heated. Walked up in the shop, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, pause. The reason why I was heated and why I came up the way I came up was because that night we were supposed to be the guest of honors at Clarence Gangster Williams' 1-year home incarceration party. And this pussy was fucking tripping. He was acting a goddamn nut. We needed to get haircuts. We needed to get our clothes together. We needed to get dressed and be ready to take pictures with the rest of the company. But rather than worrying about his company and worrying about work, he was worrying about who the fuck I'm supposed to be around, who I'm not supposed to be around, and fucking said, fuck work. So yeah, I'm heated, because now you fucking with our money. All right, continue. I'm sorry. I'm still fucking mad at you.
Don't call me a pussy on law.
I'm sorry. I'm still fucking mad at you.
I'm going to keep it real. I didn't like that either.
I took a fucking beat down.
That P word, though, but like.
I took a fucking beat down. I took a beat down.
I'm listening.
That man sat there and watched them niggas fucking beat on me. And he cheered one of them on.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Tell him the truth.
I've seen
Tell him the truth.
From what I've seen, I can't agree with that. I don't know what perspective I'm missing or what you
I
saying,
hear what you're
sis.
saying.
But I don't believe that.
And that's fine. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when I pulled up on my husband, I came into the barbershop. He ran out the back, around the side, and then came and tackled Solar.
Before I left.
I tried to jump in front of. Wait a minute. I tried to jump in front of him. He pushed me out of the way and tackled Solar. Then he starts ground pounding that young man.
I told her to stay away from my wife.
Sis, it's gonna be hard for me to align with what you're trying to establish when, from what you're saying and from what I saw and what he's saying is, I told a nigga to stay away from my wife and he got closer than I told him to get. Anytime it gets to that, it's hard for me to understand anything other than that. And maybe perhaps this not the platform for us to try to like untangle all that.
No, listen to me. I want to keep it all the way a beam, and I'm doing it with you.
Keep it a beam podcast. Keep it a beam.
Listen to me. Indeed. But we're not having this conversation on any other platform other than yours.
We're going to keep it a Google. Facts over feelings in the black box. I salute that. I salute that because I'm not pushing for that. And if you're willing and he's a present, then I'm going to allow it to, go ahead and allow it to expand.
If I'm going to be a prophet of God, I have no choice but to confess all of my sins openly and freely. I'm 7 years older than this man. The only reason anybody knows who he is because of me. I take care of this man. And when I say God put a calling on my heart, the least you could do is respect it. You don't get to tell me what to do. I don't care who you are. I answer to God and God alone. No man supersedes that, not even my husband.
Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question right there?
I was going to work with these young people.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you believe or agree that God manifests himself through other things other than the still small voice in your head?
I'm sorry, pause. That wasn't the first time that he had tried to attack Solar that very day, because he did it in our apartment, and I had to push him off of him, and me and him was about to square off in the parking lot earlier that day.
Because I told you I didn't want that nigga crossing over my threshold, period, point blank. If I'm not home, ain't no other nigga should be in my motherfucking house. Unless I don't give a fuck if you even invited the nigga to the crib. After I told you I didn't want that nigga in my house, that should be it and all. Period, point blank. I don't give a fuck what kind of job he got.
Got it.
Am I not the king of that domain?
Got it. If you say so, that's fine. I just pay all the fucking bills.
You don't pay all the bills.
Yeah, the fuck I do.
Come on now.
Please, don't disrespect me.
You disrespecting me right now.
No, I'm not disrespecting you. You want to talk this talk? You don't fucking get to tell me what to do when I pay for your life.
You don't pay for my life.
Yeah, the fuck I do.
No, you don't.
And the money that you get because I fucking made it happen.
Right.
I'm sick and tired of being disrespected by you. I take care of you. I get to do what the fuck I want to do when I'm paying all the motherfucking bills. Tell me who the fuck I can have in my own goddamn house?
You goddamn king.
And I pay the bills?
I'm the goddamn king.
Motherfucker, listen to me.
You're not paying all the bills in there, so stop playing like that.
How many of the bills do you pay, baby? Do you want to go over here live? How many of the bills do you pay?
Where they come in to do that?
Niggas, do you pay all the bills or do you just chip in?
Where they come in to do that?
No, because you're not finna sit here and make a clown out of me.
You making a clown out of me.
How? I'm telling the truth.
But no, you're not.
Oh, I'm not?
You're not being all the way real, Jackie.
How many of the bills?
The first time I'm about to whoop that nigga ass, why did I tell you in the car? Matter of fact, he even said it online.
Like I said, anybody got a problem with me working with these young people, take it up with God.
We're gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna allow it to go that far off track. Y'all just allow.
Now, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Now, he just sat here and admitted that he tried to attack that young man more than once in front of me that day. I was trying to get him off.
Nigga, I told this nigga, you violated, nigga. If I put the fucking rule there, that's what that is. I'm a quitter. Now you're getting violated because you disrespected the nigga. You disrespected OG. So now you're getting violated. That's that.
Like I was saying, he was convinced and determined to fuck that young man up and to do it in front of me. I look at those Carbon Nation boys like they my sons because they all around my dead son age. To see him beating on that young man in front of me, it triggered me.
Where is that dude now in relation to you guys geographically?
Arizona.
At where? Okay.
He's in Arizona, following his heart and reconnecting with the love of his life.
Because she seen him with dad
and I can't
around her.
And I counseled them through that. And I told him it don't matter what these people say online. If you love that young woman, you go be with her because she's been through fucking hell.
So
Nature Boy put that girl through hell.
I thought there
said,
were
you
4.
gotta love that girl back to life, and that's exactly where he is right now.
Is that a mother of one of his children or a child of his?
Yes. And I wanted that family to be reunited, so I kept them close.
So do you feel
so
like
I could talk him through it, so he wouldn't fuck it up?
So for the time that you needed to actually minister to him, you feel like that phase has passed, for at least for the moment.
I think he's doing what he needs to do right now, and I think he needs to finish that fire-ass record that we did for this EP I'm fitting to put out.
So the conflict is causing in your marital situation is basically in the past because he's not physically present any longer to cause that immediate conflict any longer.
Well, no, but even if he was, it wouldn't fucking matter. I don't let my personal shit get in the way of my work. Me and that young man wrote a fire-ass record together. I need that record finished.
Do you believe? Do you believe your husband not only is committed to living, but also willing to die or kill for you?
Yeah, I wish he had done that when the police was beating on me.
I tried. They held me back.
Who the fuck held you back? Who the fuck can hold you back?
They told me not to come over there.
Let me tell you something. The most toxic couple in comparison to you and Broski that's making internet headlines right now is Blueface and Krishan. They got into a public clash, and do you see how he served her up talking about either I'm a body slammer or y'all body slammer? If y'all got security, y'all get her up out of here, cuz, on Schoolyard. There's a big difference in how he represented your physical safety versus how this other Crip nigga just played her.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I love you, Rabbi.
I love you too.
You're my rabbi, and I love you
too.
But before the cops put their hands on me, one of his little punk-ass friends from that bitch-ass fucking drug-dealing-ass barbershop body slammed me on the fucking concrete.
Once again, I didn't see that shit because I was fucking handling my motherfucking business with that bitch-ass Nick Solar. And second of all, when I found out who fucking put their hands on me, I violate that motherfucker and that nigga nowhere around ever again.
I ain't see it.
You ain't gotta see it. You gotta believe and trust in me.
You gotta whip a nigga ass in front of me to get me to believe anything.
Well, you didn't believe me whooping that nigga ass in front of you, right? Your so-called nephew, right? So what the fuck?
That nigga fucking body slammed me while I wasn't looking.
Didn't see shit. But like I said, when I got fucking told about that shit, OG handled that motherfucking shit like a fucking real G.
Whatever.
And I fucking, what?
Whatever.
Whatever you always want to do.
What the fuck kind of friends you got? What the fuck kind of friends you got that would put their hands on your motherfucking wife and body slam your fucking wife?
You hear me? They ain't now one of my friends. Because now when our friends touched you. Believe that.
All them niggas is dead to me. They are as dead. They are as dead as the ashes I blew on them. My son's ashes. Y'all want to kill young motherfuckers, then let's all fucking die today, bitch.
We don't want to. We gonna live, sis.
Let them fucking punk ass motherfuckers put their motherfucking hands on me, and I end up in the hospital. Fuck out of here. Must be out of your goddamn fucking mouth. Listen to fuck to what? Listen to the bruises I still got on my body.
Were you allowed visitors in the hospital?
You ain't the only one. I was allowed no visitors. And at the end of my stay at the last hospital, I wasn't allowed to get on the phone either. No contact with the outside world.
You ain't supposed to be online.
Sis,
I told him I was online.
sis, we gotta keep sis, we gotta keep Samson strong. We got to keep him strong. We don't want to tear him down. We got to build him up. Even when he needs to be torn down, it's only to build him up. And maybe the public is not the
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, not maybe.
And guess what? That's all good. But I got body slammed twice that day by grown ass fucking men. Fucking around with his goofy motherfucking ass and his jealousy when we should have been getting ready to go to gangster.
Let's be clear, cuz. The second time, the so-called body slamming because she was in the car kicking the motherfucking door off the hinges, cuz. So of course these niggas gonna react that motherfucking way. Now, if you want to act that motherfucking way, them niggas would have pulled you at the car and did that stupid ass shit. And I told their ass to get their fucking knees off your back because you got scoliosis. So what? It's facts right here, cuz.
Let me tell you something, Lo. Hey, let me tell you something, Lo. Hey, Lo, check it out, Lo. At a certain point, Lo.
I don't give no fuck. I broke no fucking car door.
Hey, look.
I don't give no fuck about no fucking police. I don't give no fuck about no fucking police, God. And guess what? If them motherfuckers want to put their fucking hands on me, then guess what? We can fucking get it. And them bitches had me fucking him the fuck up, had my cuffs all tight, fucking digging them shits into my wrist. My fucking right hand was fucking sprained. Fucking with these fucking pussies. And I ain't fucking put a middle on no goddamn body. I promise you this. I see any of them motherfucking hoes anywhere and the lights is out and ain't no cameras on, they gonna get a fucking taste of every fucking thing I should have fucking gave them. Niggas talking about I'm fucking possessed. You goddamn fucking right. I'm possessed with the fucking spirit of justice, bitch.
You a fool.
Y'all got, if anybody was okay with the fuck happened to me, be okay with George Floyd dying then. Be okay with Trayvon Martin then. Be okay with motherfucking Sandra Bland. If that shit that happened to me was motherfucking okay, fuck that shit. Fuck some pigs. I don't give no fuck. And I ain't racist. I'm just pro-black.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I call you, Ellen Wright. Ellen Wright, those that know, your boldness is to be admired. The intricacies of the situation, it's hard to relate to every position and stance you taking in regards to your husband. See, like it's hard for me. It's hard for me to salute and support a lot of that energy. I don't know if I'm missing something. However, I want to let you know, as to a turtle, no matter.
I'm telling you what you missing. I'm telling you what you missing.
But as to a turtle,
I'm on a mission from God.
As to a turtle,
my husband don't always respect it.
God gave the turtle a shell. And no matter where the turtle has to go, no matter how important all the organs of the turtle is, no matter how intricate the head popping out is, it needs that head to retract under, and the turtle will be extremely vulnerable without that shell. The shell might not do nothing but be the shell.
I fucking took that beating like a Gito. I took that beating like a motherfucking Gito.
Listen to my spirit. I'm your rabbi. I'm not your fan. I'm not your enemy. I'm not your homie. I'm none of that. I'm talking to your spirit. You are on a mission so far more important than this hurdle. If we don't pass certain tests, we're going to keep running into them. Because if you think you got an enemy that close to you, then you got to eliminate him. And I want to tell you, if nobody else is telling you, he's no enemy of yours. He's no enemy. If there's something he needs to learn, there's something he needs to grow, if it's something he needs to mature, that's something for you to teach him. Teach him teach him into the intimate.
I didn't file for no divorce.
No. But there's a certain way you can go forward that it's gonna be hard for him to keep putting 100 online for some. Just if you want to do him like you're doing him right now, do him when nobody's listening. And then when the camera's on, you give us a different. That's none of our business. Even if
my husband filmed me getting my ass whooped by the cops. I don't know how much more violated I could feel than that.
You know what? Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you this. There's a portion. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna tell you at the end of the day. This is the lane y'all done fell in. The Latruths, the Blueface and Chrisan, because some people.
Bobby and Whitney. Right now.
Look. I was finna say them. You jumped the. No, nigga, you jumped the gun, nigga. I was finna give you too much props because. You shouldn't have said that, cause look, I was finna get to that. Look, cause there's
But wait a minute though. Wait a minute though. The difference is we don't smoke crack. We only smoke weed, and we both on meds for anxiety.
Hey, look.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. I love. Hey, look.
We like the military version of Bobby and Whitney.
Hey, I love y'all on my mama. They don't know y'all how I know y'all. That's crazy. Look. He the Martin Luther King of black relationships. Cause can't too many niggas, but him and Blueface take this type of shit publicly. I know Cuz taking it for a righteous reason. Cause I know everything on the opposite side comes with what he represents. And it takes some time to stand out. It takes a nigga that's willing to do things that we can't understand. And I want to thank you again, bro, for being that shell to that turtle. Cause a turtle without a shell ain't shit but a slug. And you see how much defense a slug got, my nigga. So you gotta as much.
Hey, cuz, I'm on my granny, cuz. As you say over there in the Bay on my mama's mama, we say in Texas, nigga, on granny. On granny.
You
cuz.
lying.
I'm here.
You lying, y'all say on granny.
We say on granny, cuz. In Texas, we say on granny, cuz. As y'all say on my mama's mama, we say on granny, cuz.
And look, just so you know I push Baymac. That's be about your money originally at all costs. But because money in my spiritual journey started to mean less to me, I didn't want to let go of Baymac, but I still wanted to find another meaning for the M. And when Neighborhood nipped the crib, Nipsey Hussle passed, Marathon was the first M I adopted. However, now Baymac, the M is like mobile. It's about any positive M that you can insert. So when you Baymacking, because of the situation we're in with the capitalism of America, you got to be about your money or you ain't about shit. So we're going to keep the money. But that wasn't enough for me. That was real shallow. So now being about your masculinity, being about your matrimony, being about your metamorphosis, being about your momentum, being about your melanin, being about your melevation. There's a sister of mine named Lauren Madison that I like to collab with on this podcast media shit, and that's a word of hers, being melevated. Like she mixed elevation and melanin together, and melevated and I can't even say it. That's her shit, but I fuck with it. However, that's what I be trying to be on, man. And you know what I want to salute right now, what everybody views as controversial and toxic. We all see that amongst you guys, but what I want to salute is the fact that in the same moments y'all could turn around and we don't know what. It sounds like y'all up to something right now, like she putting hickeys on your neck. So I appreciate that y'all can be open and transparent enough to give us the whole spectrum of what dealing with such a volatile and valuable personality is. It entails a lot. And I know sis is going through a struggle.
Yeah,
we seeing her.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm glad we're not on camera.
Hey, I thank you, and salute to my loc. I understand how I go for it, King. When you dealing with a queen, do you know that sometimes there were actual whole regions that were ruled by queens? So when you're dealing with an actual queen,
yes, sir. Matter of fact, let me get some history real quick.
Talk your shit.
Did you not know the Cherokee Nation is ran by the ladies?
I understand, and you know what else about, since you go into that realm of nations, they also have a very accepting and understanding concept of the similar sexual adoptions of the carbon community, bro. They understand what we so you gotta understand that. I see you do understand the influence that is embarking upon your household and why you are so defensive against it, because you got to be careful what you accept around you, bro, as a motherfucking
Exactly.
as a shell to a turtle. As a shell to that turtle, you gotta and guess what? The shell of that turtle is not only firm and sturdy on the top. It's on the other side. It's just as sturdy, just as firm. So you gotta be
just as thick.
Yeah, but guess what? If the turtle anything come off that turtle bad, who gonna get it first? The inside of the shell. So I applaud you. I applaud you for being the inside and the outside of the shell. You got a job for such an important personality that a lot of people could not handle, bro. And you handle it gracefully, publicly, in real time. I salute that, my nigga.
Much appreciated, cuz.
Crip. Anything else you want to add, go ahead. I apologize for taking over, but I have become a fan of the way you handle public issues that are receiving so much attention and judgment. So I just want to give you your flowers because niggas be having a hard time saluting another nigga when he deserve it. And right now, when she going so hard, even against the energy I'm giving you, I wanted to make sure this energy was felt to everybody who witnessed this shit because we can't stop her from doing her. And you got, I see you learned that. Right. Yeah, she gonna do her. So I want to steal this my shit.
Period.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me because it's my shit, and sis gonna have to take that. Go and get the monkey bites.
You know our names, right? You know what I'm saying? Gumba head has to have a strong head. You know what I'm saying? You have to bounce out that nigga head 3, 4, 5 times. You know what I'm saying? To get that nigga out the first round in Mario.
No, that's what. Wait, I was just finna ask you.
She's a Jaguar.
So that's who Gumba is. One of the enemies in Mario?
Yeah, it's a little mushroom, the brown mushroom head cat.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I got that name. That name was given to me by 9 Day Network.
Look, I swear to
God. Shout out to the Curry game.
I swear to God, cuz I got two of my nephews are autistic, right? And the older of the two has this fucking Mario is his shit. I mean, that's like, he's like 20 years old. If you really want to talk to him, know something about Mario Karts. All his cousins, older, younger, who know how to play video games better than him on every level, can't fuck with him on Mario Kart. He finna laugh at you. Everybody know you can't fuck with Gary. And just recently,
right.
Oh God,
slide past you, throw shells at you.
What? I swear to God, when you fuck with him and like tell him you cheating, he get that same like. You get to stroke his, he get that chance, you stroke it. He know something y'all don't know. Yeah, I know you can't fuck with me on this. And Universal is having a Mario thing right around his birthday coming up soon, and his mom just got at me like, "Hey, I wanna." So I'm finna do that with him. And I know that blue ribbon is like close to y'all heart too. So it's just like, don't sleep on none of the energy, man. If I describe who my little brother is, who was born in 1987, cerebral palsy, he's paranoid schizophrenic. But if I talk to him right now, he gonna say, "I just watched your last video, bro." And he gonna ask me the same 10 questions he asked me for the last 20 years every time I talk to him, man. So I just understand a lot of the attachments that we have, man. We kindred spirits for a lot of reasons other than you realize.
Oh, I already know, cuz. Like I said, we're gonna have we'll have a session. We're gonna politic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna dig even deeper. You know what I'm saying, in person. So
yes,
it is what it is.
Hey,
and another thing I wanted to say was, you know what I mean? I appreciate your platform, cuz, because this is something that me and my wife had talked about when we created Philadelphia. She has her podcast where she's helping women. The WCW. So my thing was, I need one for the men. You know what I'm saying? We need a round table for the men. So King's Council is coming soon to DphiladelphiaTVNetwork.com.
Please.
And cuz, I want you to be one of the elders. I want you to be one of the elders with me, cuz.
I'm there. I appreciate the
invitation. We're going to get together. We're going to talk to the locals. We're going to talk to the fam and get these men in order so that way we can get these youngsters in order, because when we leave, they got to leave.
That's what I'm talking about. King's Council, I like that. And please back up a little bit, because you just described King's Council as somewhat as an offshoot off of Philadelphia. You don't know, around here we fuck with alliteration, combining words. That's my shit. So I know what Philadelphia is. It's kind of like California. Please give us the understanding what Philadelphia is and why the King's Council is associated with Philadelphia. Break that down.
So Philadelphia. All right. So when my wife moved from Philly, she had in her eyesight where she wanted to be next and launch her family and her career off from there. And that was Dallas. So Dallas was in her future and Philadelphia is in her past. So Philadelphia. Now break it down to even more. Now when we meet, I'm a Dallas cat. I'm a Dallas cuz. I come from Oak Cliff, Texas, born and raised. Dallas, Texas, baby.
That's right.
Never knew this Philly lady. This Philly girl. My North Philly John. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? For Ram Squad. You know what I mean?
I got two real close partners from Philly. My nigga Cash Daddy and my nigga Bino. They like born and raised out there. Niggas that fly out to California for my birthday type shit. Niggas that when I go to New York and a janky promoter leave me stranded at JFK, they on the highway come get me the whole 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days I'm in JFK. I got shout out to my niggas from Philly. They some of the realest niggas I know. Cash Daddy and Bino.
They real.
Go ahead, Lo. Yeah.
Yeah, they some real homies, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate I got my Philly card, you know what I mean? I'm a resident.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm talking about?
That's
but so the King's Council, like I said, my wife has her own thing that we have done in the past that's going to be relaunched as well. It's called Women Caring for Women. And you know that's the WCW, and so I was helping with that stuff. I was like, yo, we need something for the men, you know, talk about our stresses, our problems, because us as men don't do that shit unless we go to the barbershop or go to the block, you know what I'm saying, or go to the homie's house, you know what I'm saying, or go to the set,
or we get pushed into this new conventional idea of counseling. And there is not a counselor I can imagine sitting in front of that can actually relate enough to my actual personal experience to advise me. I cannot imagine that individual.
Exactly.
I cannot. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. You keep building.
I can't either, cuz matter of fact, I done been through a couple counselors and I'm looking at these Esau people. Be white folk, like, nigga, what? You don't even know where I'm coming from.
No, and there's no way I'm finna be a Google % honest with you. You're not finna get the whole shit because there's
exactly. I'm not about to be vulnerable and let you into everything, cuz.
Right, yeah, because the dark side is so dark and deep. It might be the exact side where we're destined to dwell, regardless how hard we are convinced we're supposed to be chasing this other side. There is an element of darkness when the duality and the polarity of real just existence. There's a dark side that is not condemned, bro. Like in my mama, if you just think about it, Samson, which I view you as a Samson type on your mission in life, and you have to balance the Samson and the Delilah in your experience and all the energies that might pertain. So what I'm trying to tell you is even Samson in his last moments had to revert to his original purpose, and that was relying upon the will and the purpose of his creator and what he was originally designed to do. And that's something that we're gonna both have to balance as spiritual male subjects that have been indoctrinated with bullshit religion. We are trying to work out this supernatural spiritual experience that we've been blessed with this fucking religion that we were given to dilute it since we were born, bro. We in a fucked up position. Just imagine being aware of your spirituality as you are now without all the bullshit that they fed you to associate with it that got you limited and scared. And that's one thing I appreciate with Sis, the boldness to step outside some of those parameters and still know she's a child of the Most High. Fuck what they might think it looked like. Fuck what they said. Fuck what they heard. I know that because we know we've been told. If anybody is subscribing to any of that ancient wisdom, we've been told if a human don't say it, the rock's gonna say it. So anybody will do. Anybody.
It's in the word. That's what he say.
Yeah, anybody will do. So fuck the flaws. You can't point out none of the flaws to try to distract from the potency of what's actually been said that fucks your spirit up as soon as you hear it. You can see all the bullshit, and when that same person, as articulate as she is, when she says certain things, it don't matter what bullshit you heard or seen, it resonates with your fucking soul. And that's what the truth does.
Right.
And I don't want to be disrespectful, but similar to Orlando Anderson, and I'm not comparing them to that magnitude. But I want to say, no matter how bullshit a lot of shit he do, certain shit he say, I don't care how bullshit he said some shit 2 seconds ago. He say certain.
That nigga is accurate.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. But you know what? It's not safe to be all the way accurate. It's not safe to be all the way believable. It's safe to be.
Yes, it is.
It's no. For safety of a potent message, you need the fucking assumption of lack of intelligence. Crazy, because if they realize the potency of a lot of shit you saying is not being coupled with the fact that that motherfucker crazy, as soon as they realize you get focused, you get Malcolm X'd. Get your hand on my pocket.
Yep.
So in order for the actual potency to be permeated as long as it can, you need the dilution of some sort of delusion, or you need the majority of the sleep people who think they're woke to not take you serious because of some bullshit that's involved. It's going to take a certain remnant of the real that's going to tap in regardless of the bullshit. Because even in my prophetic spiritual journey, it's a whole lot of bullshit in there, a gang of it. The ocean is the water of the earth that feeds the earth. But look how polluted it is with ocean liners and shit that we put in the environment. It's still the ocean, though. We're going to get what we need out of it, but it's not the ocean that was originally created. And that's our experience as prophets, prophetess, spiritual people. We often second guess ourselves because we know how polluted we are. But that does not mean we are not on the mission that we thought we were on. Because the average individual that you're going to encounter is only going to take a spiritual message from someone similar. When you look like the Pope, some bullshit, don't nobody really want to hear that shit. You got to scare them into believing what you say.
Right.
I'm just breaking bread, man. I call it random ramble, but I just love y'all. I appreciate the turtle and the shell, the union. I need y'all to focus in on that concept in your intimate moments. Sis, I need you to challenge yourself.
We had a bad fucking week.
Huh?
We had a bad week.
There you go. And that's all that was.
I said we had a bad week.
Yeah, that's all that was. And that's all that was. And you know what we finna do soon. So we gonna document a lot of that. What we plan to politic on in the next few days and weeks. I love y'all. Y'all welcome to stay.
I'm just glad I'm home in time enough to not have to miss anything else awesome.
You know what's crazy about those type of experiences? When you in them, each moment feels like forever. The uncertainty of not knowing how long it's gonna last is stressful. But once it's over with, it's like
I stopped worrying about that.
There you go. Break bread. How did you reach that? Because a lot of people can learn from your experience of not worrying about the uncertainty. Because that's the biggest thing. Do you
the word says pray without ceasing.
Tell me this. On your spiritual journey.
Can I my fucking self, like I was saying, I prayed and then I opened up the Bible and I went to Matthew 6:18, I believe it is. Verily I say unto you, do not worry about your life. Do not worry about what you shall eat or what you shall drink or what you shall wear, because your heavenly Father knows all that you need. And the pagans, they run after these things. Well, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all of these things shall be added to you. So verily I say unto you, do not worry about your life.
Seek ye first
do not worry about what you
kingdom
drink,
of God,
or what you shall wear.
And
because your Father in heaven will provide all of these things.
And
Never
all
worry
these
about tomorrow.
things shall be added unto
Worrying
you.
1 second will not add an hour to your life.
Hallelujah.
But seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added to you.
Amen. See,
Never worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow has its own problem. Live in the moment.
whoa.
That's what the Bible says.
That's what's eloquently said. There's a song that we used to sing based upon that verse that I was trying to like lock into your background. I seen you do. I was trying to do you.
I remember it.
But you know what I was trying to do? I was trying to do make the song cry. I watched you do that live. I was trying to do. I was trying to do you. Yeah, I know I was way out of pocket, but I was visioning how you did that so eloquently. That was so hard how you did that live. I know you did it behind the scene, but live, you hard. Because it sounded so drawn out and natural and jazzy and keeping up with the moment live. That shit was hard live. Tell me this. I know you I know you're anti that whole energy at the moment. I don't want to distract you. I want to take you back to that moment.
I'm not anti the history I made.
No, the energy. I know. Yes. Yes, without getting controversial, and I'm not anti being controversial, but for this moment, take me to that moment on that stage and being able to provide that much of a essence and ambiance for what everybody appreciated. What does it take?
All I did was my purpose. All I did was be myself.
But
all I did was what God created me to do. See, I talk to my students that I mentor, that I coach, and I ask them 3 questions. When you get behind the wheel of your car, are you nervous about being there? They say no, and I ask them why, and they usually say, well, because it's my car and I know how to drive. I said, well, do you ever get nervous when you sit down at the table for breakfast in the morning? And do you ever get nervous to eat your breakfast? And they say no. And I say, why? And they say, well, because it's breakfast. I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'm like, okay. And then I ask them, when you go to bed at night, do you ever get nervous about sleeping in your bed? Wondering whether or not you're good enough to be in that bed? And they look at me, no. And then I ask them why. And they say, because it's my bed and that's where I'm supposed to be. And my sum up to all of that is, and why the fuck would you ever feel nervous on a microphone if that's where the fuck you're supposed to be? See, I was where I was supposed to be. And I did what God created me to do. The best part of that show was that God and Jesus Christ danced all over it, right there on the devil's face, and the devil needed him to make it work.
And that's the essence of selling your soul, because those that sell their soul because they would do anything out of desperation, will put anything on the line, so the devil will allow or even celebrate what he hates because he needed to work.
I was the only person on that stage that didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be there.
Based on?
They made me. I was 5 months pregnant. Them niggas that just got on my nerves at my Coca-Cola commercial. I didn't want to sing because I knew it was supposed to have been Big L's show, because it was starting to become clear that that nigga had stole his life. So I sang for L as if it were him there, like it should have been. See how God works? Big L's been getting his revenge on that camel face fuck for 21 years and he ain't even know it until now.
So you think in a moral, or not think, you've experienced from a moral capacity, the legend of Big L has not been honored by whatever he represents to the industry and the public?
It will be this year. It will be this year. On the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, we gonna get the books and the record straight. See? We gonna get it straight. And I wish a nigga would. You pay every judge you want. You pay every chief of police you want. You pay them all to try to suppress me, to try to scare me. All I will do is get on my knees, pray to my Father God for the strength to continue on, and you will see me again, nigga.
Period. Point blank.
That's all I got to say about that. I was watching the Forrest Gump. I like that line. That's all I got to say about that.
You stupid. What's going on? Yeah, y'all crazy. What's going on creatively, productively, currently, near future? What we working on? Where can they find you? Keep up with.
Denied but not defeated. The EP will be released in February.
Okay.
7 songs from Jaguar, Wright. You've never heard before.
That's clean.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's clean. You sent me a record. I don't know if I'm supposed to let them know this. Where you
You can talk about it.
Yeah, where you pay homage to the homie Neighborhood Nip. I have coined him the Keyway Christ, and I just I love the record. I appreciate.
I need you to write the verse for that.
Okay, you got an open spot?
I want to put that. I got whatever you need. Listen to me. I want to put it on the EP, Spider.
Okay, well we got to get it done. Then if you go in February, I need the instrumental.
Listen to me. We'll get it done.
All right.
After next weekend, you know.
Say less. Say less.
I'm gonna take you to the studio where we recorded.
Say less. Then we do it like that. That's easy call. Easy call.
Boom.
Oh, mama. Let me do this one time, just based on this. I would have been done something similar as such.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Can you play? You want to play it?
I would have to download it. Hold on. Let me see.
Oh shit. Well, look, I gotta go because I done missed my appointment twice.
No, but
I love you.
I love you too, and I appreciate you being here, man. Appointment and all that considered. Hey, broski.
You can talk to bro. Talk to bro. He'll close it out.
All right, we'll do that. Much love.
I'm here, cuz.
What up, my low?
Ain't shit.
Yep, I ain't got to even. I was just trying to switch the energy up for the moment, but that transition right there will be a good enough switch up for the moment, man. Anything you want to like add on to what we already discussed? Anything we haven't discussed? You know, I'm gonna just extend it. Go ahead.
Let's just talk about DeladelphiaTVNetwork.com. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. You know what I'm saying? And we're also on Roku as well. So you got a Roku TV, to go to your Roku TV apps, go to the search engine, type in Deladelphia TV Network, and it'll go pop up. You know, like I said earlier, the name of the podcast is going to be called King's Council. Yeah. Right now, Love has hers on there called Keep It a Bean. And we're about to revamp the WCW for the ladies. You know what I mean? And, hey, that right there, cuz it's so powerful, because I done sat in meetings. And with wifey and listen to these stories of these sisters, bro. And ain't no real men backing them up, standing up behind them, protecting them, fam. The sex trafficking and stuff, you know what I mean? And there ain't no laws against this shit, and seeing these sisters being hurt like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to turn to us because we ain't there yet.
Woo-wee.
So that's another reason why King's Council is very important to me, and the Deladelphia TV Network and Deladelphia Productions.
I can respect that. I can appreciate that. I appreciate the invitation to participate, and I'm fucking with it. My mama, I'm with that, man. Please keep me in tune, updated.
You family, cuz. You family, cuz, on Granny, cuz. You family.
That's right. On Granny, on my mama. That's hard. That's crazy to know. We need to get that merch popping down your way. That'll work. Hey,
yeah. We about to get everything popping. We're going to politic about that, too, when we see each other, cuz.
There we go. There we go. Yep. We gonna find. Yep. Say less. On God. I'm gonna do this to switch up the energy for a moment, just cause I've been on one direct. Let me do this. Yep. This is how we do it around here. Around here they call me VJ Keyway, cause I be playing music and videos and shit. But I'm gonna just do this, just to switch it up.
Hey, cuz I want to say one thing. I love what you're doing in the Black Box, cuz.
Thank you, cuz.
You know, we watch. I watch. You know what I'm saying? And look, I got the Lokes down here. They watching. You know what I mean? Yo, keep doing your thing, cuz.
Good looking, cuz. On my mama. If you're willing to hang around till I do this, we get right back to it.
Tupac of my generation,
God.
Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Mathematical mode, marathon and making moves taken. The heartbreaking news made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, they confused. Waking up shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now, stakes is huge. Snakes and fake styling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never say me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides Christ? I couldn't view the slides twice, cuz they crucified Christ.
fucking rap niggas.
Y'all know what it is, my nigga. I'm the voice of the West. A&B, Smoke Boys, always me.
214 area code. What's happening? Black Box Production. V-Way, VJ Keyway.
What up with it, baby? It's Gumba head, baby.
What's happening? Gumba right back at it. That's all I needed you to do, man.
Oh yeah. You already know, cuz. Locked in.
Yes, sir. Nigga, appreciate, like I say, the way you've been handling this shit publicly. I know it's difficult, extreme. You under a gang of pressure. I ain't want to highlight that no more. King's Council, we tapped in. Philadelphia, we tapped in. Texas.
Night and day salute. I see you, fam.
Night and day in the
you
chat.
Here, Curry gang.
Much love to Night and Day. Yeah, they would allow me to tap in. As a matter of fact, salute to Night and Day, because when I first had an interest in tapping in with Sis, they platform was the one that facilitated the actual first connection. So I want to show them love. Glad they in here. Shout out to Night and Day. Go follow
Much
up with
love.
them. Yep. Oh, my mama. We got another caller. You mind taking
Follow, subscribe, and hit that notification button, cuz.
Yeah. You mind taking any calls or questions from callers?
Sure, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with you, fam.
Here we go. 818 area code. You know what's going on, man. Appreciate you in the black box. What it do?
What it do? My player partner.
Already know.
Spider LOC.
Positive Productions.
Hey, you know what the deal is with me, player. Just positively, productively progressing.
Well,
you know,
I'm concerned,
I'm Google game.
I'm with all that. The gratitude is an attitude. We have a special guest amongst us. So I was curious if maybe you could present some positivity, perhaps, for the player partner.
Yeah.
That's on the line with us. Yeah.
Yes, indeedy, man. Man, we just hey, Spider Local, man, you gotta have a good outlook on things, man. You know what I mean? No matter what the situation could be, brother. You know, you gotta stay positive, you gotta stay prayed up. And
sound like you preaching to the pastor. It's like you preaching to the pastor when around here we push Jeter. I don't know how many people pushing.
Jeter.
Yeah, gratitude is the attitude is what we bang. We bang that. We trying to get you to add something new. Yeah, bless us.
Spider Loaf, there gotta be, like you said, gratitude is the attitude, and it gotta be you got to have a small smidginess of, I believe, of humbleness too, Spider Loaf. You gotta have a little smidgen of humbleness for sure with your character.
You know what? I believe the measure of humbleness that is required has to offset the measure of greatness that is possessed. So you may say a little bit of humbleness. Yeah. That's for people that's a little great. For those that are extremely great, I think there is a great amount of humbleness that is required to maintain successfully the experience. They say to whom much is given, much is required. So when we look from outside looking in, those who are chosen to be viewed for whatever reasons as examples, a lot of times the humbleness is what is the main thing required of them. Because can you imagine, sometimes I even looking in the church sense, or not even looking in it, I am personally aware of and acquainted with one of my childhood friends. His father is a minister, lifelong minister. Not only is he a lifelong minister, he's a lifelong minister to the point where he retired and then went back to being an active minister. And he shared with me personally, out of all the professional adults over the 20-something, 30 years he served as a minister before he retired, who viewed him as elder, pastor, so-and-so, and they came to him and they looked at him as a leader and a bishop and whatever. He told me the sole reason after retirement why he returned to the ministry is because he was addicted to the feeling of being a man when he walked on the church and he missed it. after he retired and now he go to church, it's another nigga running the show. He said his actual energy he got from the people was different, and he went back to preaching because he wanted to be the man. So you never know what type of energy you actually are subscribing to when you appoint someone your leader. And I think that is like a message to us as individuals, as to stop relying on other human beings for your perspective on your spiritual experience. I don't care if the human being is alive or used to live. There's nobody that used to live that you've never met or never seen or can be aware of something they've done while you've been alive or in recent years that you can even confirm live. And this is what I'm referring to ancient old texts and scriptures. We only can choose to believe what we are convinced of. So if there's something as important as a spiritual connection, please have enough courage to trust the Creator that you believe those human beings trusted. You can eliminate them. Have enough courage to trust that Creator for your direction, because if you can just be extremely logical or honest, you can realize that if you're relying on another human being for the most important connection that you have to be able to manage, you are relying on a failed, flawed, selfish specimen. Not too many people care equally or as much about your experience as they do their own. And if the Creator that you believe exists had the interest and ability to directly communicate and connect with humans before you existed, you have to have enough courage and belief to believe that same Creator can and will communicate with subjects right now. And you don't have to rely on anyone else's perspective or experience unless you need that. And now I don't want to, you know what? Damn, in real time, this is what I've been going through. It's just like these, cuz I swear to God, this is what I've looked at religion. For me personally, these glasses represent religion. And for my vision, I am at a perspective to where me personally, this helps me in my religious. We talk about vision, but actually we talk about vision, but in a metaphoric parable, I'm talking about religion. To me, these glasses are religion. So me personally, because of my vision, these serve me well. However, there are plenty of human beings that will come pick these up, and guess what these would do? It would distort their vision, and it wouldn't help them at all. It doesn't mean these have no value. These are extremely important to me, and they might not be able to serve the next individual. There are even corrective glasses that can get you from one stage to the other. I view religion at this point at that, because it's very selfish to have relied on religion for so long of your life for a certain understanding and a comfort in the world. And because now you have come to an awakening that things may not be exactly what you've relied on them to be all these years, to just try to snatch that pillow from under someone else's head can be cruel. Even though you're excited and you know that pillow right there is finna lead to you having a dream that you never wake up from, I want to snatch it. You don't know the trauma that's going to cause to their actual waking up every day. And just because you have somehow navigated through that portion of the storm and think that it's going to be that simple for the next person is selfish. So religion, you might not need these glasses, but I do. And religion is the same. I may have gone through my spiritual journey to the point where I don't need those training wheels anymore. It doesn't mean that the next human, the next individual, another person going through a similar journey may still be in need of those glasses or those training wheels. Does that make sense at all?
That makes a lot of sense, Low.
Yes.
It makes a lot of sense, brother.
Thank you.
I mean, talk your talk.
Thank you. We got a new caller that just joined us too. 919, what's happening?
Hey, what's good? What's crazy, Nigga? Jesus. This Solemn 973, Spider.
Much love, bro. Appreciate you here. Jeter, gratitude is the attitude.
Hey, I definitely was tapping in. I'm going to keep it super short, but all love. All I was saying for those who've been rocking with you following all these years, that's the point of Jeter. That's the point of gratitude is the attitude. You know what I mean? Because not being funny, nothing, but, you know, sometimes people jump on and put their opinion or try to critique. But that is the purpose. Gratitude is that we pass that, we move all the little specifics, man. And this was a great episode. This was a great, you know, session, man. And I appreciate you, man. And, you know, your patience and your toughness, man.
Man, it means a lot.
I'm going to holler at you, you know, on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to holler at you.
Much love,
love one. Back end and whatnot, but I just wanted to say for it publicly and whatnot, that's what Jeter represents. Gratitude is the attitude. We've been through enough pain, suffering, and, you know, this thing that's
crazy.
Publicly, us as black.
That's crazy.
So that's the whole purpose.
It's crazy. You take me back to a moment when he first tried to say we need to focus on being whatever, and how I tried to like immediately respond with that. I see that resonated with you because that's all I was trying to say. No disrespect, but we already own that. I feel you, Jeter. Yeah.
Because it's me. It's a solid 973, and it's what I want to tell everybody those who've been tapped in and those who just tapping in and, you know what I'm saying, getting on what we on, all that, you know what I'm saying? But y'all have to really pay attention to, and I don't want to be long-winded, is the patience. All of us as black folks and people from everywhere we at, we keep forgetting, or we don't pay attention that the pain is universal. We understand each other, but without the patience, the tolerance, and the time to listen to one another and be able to relate, which you display. You know what I'm saying? All this other stuff, and I'm happy on one. I want to hit y'all with something. It's placable. The nonsense is placable. We are not appeased by these things. And if y'all was paying attention, that was the word of the day, either yesterday or the day before. We are not appeased by that. We have to move on and push. Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. And I'm going to leave it right there, cuz, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it crazy now.
Oh, my mama, much love for Dev Doe at all costs. And just because the way the episode went, I'm going to allow this to be the section that we call last words. I'm going to let the caller from the 818 go first. Then I'm going to let the homie close it out. So 818-481, last words on you.
Last words is, man, Spider Loc, that's what we got to do, man. That's just keep our faith. Let's move by faith and not by of course not by sight. You know, let's keep the love generated between us and always move forward.
Yeah, I can salute to that, man. Let's keep our
Spider
faith.
Loc, I do got a song request as usual, because this is a music show, Spider Loc music show.
Thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah.
And is it possible you can hit us with what's happening at the end of the show?
Hey, you know, sometimes I end up staying at the end just because you make a request, and after you make a request, it make me think of one or someone to type one. So just because you put me on the spot, yep, what's happening? I'm gonna run that for you. After we do last words, we'll run what's happening.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you, Spider Loc, all the time. I mean, your influence, your positivity, brother, man, is impeccable, man. And
man, I appreciate that humbly.
You all the time.
I humbly appreciate that.
Much love to the Google gang, Jeter all the time, and I'll talk to you soon, my brother.
Likewise, loved one, at all costs.
Always.
Gumba, it's on you, brother.
Yo, man. I just want to say much love, cuz. You know what I mean? I'm going to see you later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
Call from unknown.
DalaDeltaTVNetwork.com. Tap in, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's Artist Haven. It's cruelty free. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you're an artist that needs your stuff to be seen, yo, come on to Philadelphia, baby. That's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Much love, Spider Loc. Much love to all the Locs out there. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody.
Back
you know
at
you,
and you already know,
like
blue
you said,
carpet.
Gratitude is the attitude.
On my mama, blue carpet treatment. Anytime you need the platform, you want to pop in, it's wide open for you, Crip.
Much love, cuz.
Much love. You already know that's what it do, man. We just got it in of the Wake and Bake. We'll be right back at it as soon as we got the opportunity. On my mama, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, because either tap in or tap out to keep it at Google. Facts over feelings. That's the bottom line. We really don't give a feeny, but we appreciate all that participate and don't hate. That's why we demonstrate a presence that is so great. I just tried to keep it going, but for today, them is my last words. I'm up out of here. On my mama.
This is my Don declaration, define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire revelation, dedication, meditation, and some fire medication. Judge a prophet and a poet, both body reputation, fanatically practice. Perfection requires preparation. I go hard, like this could be the last chance. Romance the spotlight, treat it like the last dance. May I remind inclined to go overboard over mine, but tonight I'm on this open mic with an open mind. Always try, let it fly, ain't care where it fell. Never say goodbye, but we'll tell her farewell.
You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period. She slipped the digits, I hit her with a digi-card. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary with perfect diction. I take you through the dictionary, y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction.
You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalized. I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pay like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say.
You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
Hey, check this out.
All my life, like.
What it is, though?
From my mama house to my daddy house, it was like straight up central.
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east.
Like 156 to
what a clip say was cracking.
99th
Blood
Street.
say was cracking. I ain't turning down now.
That's how I ended up like
Raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to
like
the east.
970, you did.
What a clip say was cracking. The blood say was cracking. I ain't turning down now.
Loaded up like a damn, same bandana, all black head to toe like a Bank Santana. Clan of lantanas on the scanner when it's time to trip. Can I be a Los Angeles loc and a Compton crib? No brain, head baymaacbiz, chomping on tracks. First rap on the map, just say bumping on wax. Relax and get your whole group beat by boot. My SPI Boodaroo and Treetop. True 1597, fucking with the 400s. Wanna run it in, I'ma let the whole fun it. All on a bitch, boy, break a nigga face. Biggest mistake to think you can ever take a nigga place. See, I came up with some CC riders. Cause watch a cack at the center divider. Aaron Tyler, Pot and Chill. My track, new G homies. G, ask the streets about me, I'm a G homie.
I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now. What's happening? I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now. What's
Been a
happening?
motherfucker, but I'ma play ball. SPI, AD, fucking with the 400, no bleak. Really in the trenches, but I'm strapped when I do it. And money is the mode, yellow tape, how I rule. Say it ain't black, West trees, why I do it? So nigga, watch your ass at the center of the vibe. Been getting dope, hella active, can't change ways. Bumping all I know who wanna play games. I'm thinking nobody really catch a body. I don't fuck with these niggas, this be fucking with these niggas. Real street baby, really get it baby. When I show up, I show out. A nigga need a bag. Stick a nigga out on side that video. So who talking? Nigga had to get it, so I'm gonna tell you how I did it. Who more active? West side really ride. Bitch niggas
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now. What's happening? I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now. What's happening?
Really in it, she get ugly at any minute. Hit the club and dust security, sneaking to send me in it. One time's coming, we gon' flourish. Chevy got to hear me in it. It was cracking in the hood. They would say that 20 did it up. Kill it on these tracks. I know Flo, he got my back. Stocking dollar with the strap. SPI with that Bay Mac. Look, first a couple stacks. Doubt it, better read the stats. When I'm rapping, it's the truth. Every line I speak is facts. Look, my mama said my homies was a bad look. We was in the schools trying to steal a couple MacBooks. I was always that nigga to try to rumble up with it. Put a lot of niggas on their ass.
I'ma tell you how it is. I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now. What's happening? I was raised by the streets. I'm known from the west to the east. What a crib say was cracking. The blood say was bragging. I ain't turning down now. What's happening?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Baymac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 days. Loco for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Baymac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me up there.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me up there. 97 ways we gon' live it. Baymac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
I was on a jail call, but they gon' have to call back. I would holler free cuz, but they ain't gon' do that. Last nigga tried me, got his shit blew back. Shit crazy in the hood, you gotta keep your two straps. It get crazy in the hood, but we controlling all that. You know the hoes gon' be hoes and hood rats is hood rats. Me gun smoking, Two-Face spent the lap a couple times on the yard, but I got tired of doing that. Nephew'll tell you when I ran out my sack, I was cutting down pills, but they could tell it wasn't crack. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free ghosts, but they don't want the loc back. I was on the lane, sipping on the block with no strap. I ain't never did that since last time I did that. Would be telling if I said it when they got some get back. Drugs in my body, I'm just trying to get back. Packing the mail, wrapped in a gift wrap. When your name ringing bells, ain't no time to fix that. 4800 when my bed rolled back. Yard on the roof, mandatory for the blacks. 6-man sale, got my store on my rack. Selling on the payphone, trying to get his bitch back. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free blue, but here S&Y rat. Trying to be true, but you can't define that. Go against the line, gotta push the line back. Go against mine, we got 99 straps. Guns in my hood, same kind as Iraq. Blend in the wood, I forgot to pass back. Strings on the hoodie, tied like a wave cap. Bullet from an F&N, push you way back. Time in the pen, never get my days back. Each perk 10 cost $20 flat. If you want it fronted, I need 25 back. Last nigga tried me, got his shit blew back. Shit crazy in the hood, you gotta keep your two straps. It get crazy in the hood, but we controlling all that. You know the hoes gon' be hoes and hood rats is hood rats. Me gun smoking, Two-Face spent the lap a couple times on the yard, but I got tired of doing that. Nephew'll tell you when I ran out my sack, I was cutting down pills, but they could tell it wasn't crack. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free ghosts, but they don't want the loc back. I was on the lane, sipping on the block with no strap. I ain't never did that since last time I did that. Would be telling if I said it when they got some get back. Drugs in my body, I'm just trying to get back. Packing the mail, wrapped in a gift wrap. When your name ringing bells, ain't no time to fix that.
Snakewood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing him. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.